welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to use up a little bit of scrap pieces that I have. I've already conditioned them and got them into these little balls, and this is going to be kind of my surface as to what I put them on. And we're going to probably make a couple of maybe earrings, necklaces out of this, and we'll see how this little technique goes. So first thing we're going to do is we just want to chop all these into little pieces. So there's really no rhyme or reason. You just want to get them all down into a bunch of little pieces. I want to move that over. And one of the tips that I have heard on some of the YouTubers, if it's like when you're doing something, if it's a little bit too soft, you can put it in the fridge or in the freezer for a little bit, 10 minutes or so. It'll harden it up to where it's a little bit easier to work with. So and one thing, I don't really use any specific clay. I buy different types, and I have mixed and done all different types of things, and I've never had any issues with the way they bake or the way they go together. So I'm sure that someday I will. That'll be something I'll come up against, but so far I haven't had any issues. Okay, so then I'm going to use this, this is gold leaf, and this is just flakes. It's very messy if you ever buy it. When you open the container, it starts to come out immediately. You can buy it in sheets, or you can buy it like this, which is in the already shredded up pieces. That I'm gonna mix a bunch of this in with my paint. Too much. All right. Okay. There we go. Okay, and then you're just going to take it and mix it all together. I'm just trying to pick up some of this gold leaf that got all smushed around here. And then I'm just gonna twist it a little bit, just to give it a little bit different effect when I cut it. Just push it back together. Picking up all this gold that's around. And then I'm just gonna cut it down the center. You can see the effect already that you're getting, and I'm just gonna put these two together. And do it. I'm gonna work it into kind of like a square. Or more like a, I say a square, a rectangle. And I'm just going to do it another cut. And do it side by side again. And then just work that together. I'm going to flatten this out. I'm just going to take my piece of plexi and kind of work it together, just so that it all molds together and I get all, I don't have any air bubbles in there. Okay, and then like I say, if it's too smushy for you to even cut, you can put it in the fridge for just a little bit. I'm gonna slice off this end right here and just see. Yeah, we're pretty smushy. I may have to put this in the fridge for a little bit. It's not coming off square. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do, because that's kind of distorting the whole look there. Okay, let me work this out just a little more. Just elongating it just a little bit, and then I'm gonna square it off good and then put it in the fridge for just a little bit before I cut it, because I don't want it to, I definitely don't want it to be distorted. And that one end you can tell is a little bit. Want to get a nice clean slice. Okay, so I'm going to set this in the fridge just for a little bit and I will be back. Okay, so I had it in the freezer for a little bit. I'm going to slice off another slice. Get this heavier blade and see how it is. And there you kind of can see the four corners. I'm gonna get another one. then what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer it onto this background I have, and then we will cut it out. Okay, so once we get it on there, it may not be 100% even. What I'm going to do is put a little bit of wax paper on top of that. And we're going to roll it out just a little bit. You don't want to distort the look too much, but you want all of your seams and everything to run together. So put the wax paper back up on it again and roll it this way. And I'll roll it this way just a little more. Definitely a different look. So okay, so I'm gonna lay a little bit of plastic over this when I cut it. It just seems to, you know, I think what I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna run it through the pasta machine just a little bit to thin it out. It may distort my pattern, but we're gonna try it. Okay, so I did get a little bit of distortion right in here, but that's okay. It kind of made the gold come out a little bit, so, and I'm not cutting huge pieces out of it anyway. So the one thing I am gonna do is I'm gonna lay plastic over this, and I'm gonna cut out a heart. And then I'm going to cut a little bit of a heart inside the heart out, and just so I have a, like that. I could use that for earrings. I just wanted to do that with the heart out. I think I'll do a couple of these so that I get, and then I'm going to do one more. Let me get my tile so I can get these ready to go in the oven. So that's how they turned out. I got 2 hearts and a set of earrings, and then kind of a flower-shaped necklace with a set of earrings. And I will bake these on 275 for about 50 minutes. That's what I've been baking all my stuff on. It's coming out really good. So if you liked this video, I would love it if you would share it, and if you would give me a thumbs up, and hopefully you will click the notifications so that you will get notified once my next video comes up. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great day.